Hi there and welcome. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, a mashup of yoga and Pilates. It's going to be fun. It's going to challenge our core. We're going to get some good leg work in. We're going to work pretty much the entire body, but really getting that extra little warm fuzziness for the belly. So starting in the standing position, let's open up those feet nice and wide, turning those toes slightly open so that as you bend your knees track right out over those toes. Give those shoulders a good roll up and back. Oh, do that again. Big shoulder roll up and back, and let those shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky, sunflowers, 5 of them. Exhale, grand plie down, sweep those hands down towards the ground. Keep your chest tall, squeeze your way to the top. Exhale, grand plie. And inhale, reach. I hope your day is starting off fantastic. Wherever you are in it, if you're at the tail end, I hope it's been a good one. Just getting that body moving. Let's do one more. Inhale, reach, interlace your fingers at the top, and as you exhale, lean to the left. Oh, and just stretch all down your side. Maybe turn and take your gaze up towards the sky. Inhaling it up nice and tall, gazing forward, and then lean to the right. Long stretch down that left side, little roll of that left shoulder back. Tune in your gaze towards the sky. And inhale it up nice and tall. As you exhale, lower those arms to shoulder height and sink into those legs. Let's alternate, lifting a heel. Doesn't matter which one. If those arms start to get tired, shoulders get tired, you can pull those hands into heart center. Otherwise, keep those arms extended out to shoulder height. Little stretch for the wrists, for the forearms. Waking up those legs. Just breathe one more time each side. That feels good. And release. And rise. Lift those arms overhead. Circle those arms to the back. Bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Roll those shoulders back. Extend those arms. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, arch it back. Gaze to the sky. Open that chest. Reach those knuckles down. Inhale it up nice and tall. Inhale, reach to the sky. Spread those fingers wide, and as you exhale, cactus arms as you lower into those legs. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull. Sink into those legs just as deeply as you can. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull. Keep that core strong. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull. Inhale, reach to the sky and release those arms down by your sides. Roll those shoulders up and back and let those shoulders slide down and away. Let's turn the toes and step to the top of the mat to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold, and just relax the weight of the upper body down. Soft bend in your knees. Stretching out that lower back, lengthening those hamstrings, calves. Find your breath. Shift your weight to your heels. Core strong as you inhale, bend your knees. Lower down into a tight little squat. And then exhale, extend those legs. Forward fold. Let's do that again. Inhale, bend. And exhale, extend. We're going to do that one more time, and then we're going to add a little variation. Inhale, bend. And exhale, extend. Now this time we're going to bend, and we're going to shift our hands out in front of that left foot. And then as you extend, reach your right leg to the sky. Inhale, release it down, bend, tight little squat, shift your hands in front of the right foot. And as you exhale, extend, and extend that left leg to the sky. Inhale back, tight little squat, shift your hands in front of the left. As you extend, reach those right toes to the sky. Release it down. Inhale, tight little squat. Shift your hands in front of the right foot. And exhale, extend and reach those left toes to the sky. Release it down and bend. Both feet stay down. And exhale, extend both legs. Just back to forward fold. Find your breath. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Breathe, holding your plank position. Just breathe. Firing up your entire body, lifting out of those shoulders, lengthening through the crown of the head. Find your breath. Now, if you need to bring those knees down, bring your knees down. We're going to safely come down onto one forearm and then the other. Come back up and then the other. Forearm, forearm, hand, and hand. So if you need to be down on the knees, come down onto the knees. We're going to do our very best to minimize the rocking of our hips. Last one, and then we're going to switch to the other side. One hand, other hand. So we're just alternating. We're breathing. We're building heat. We're keeping those hips as steady as we can. Last one. And lift those hips to down dog. So if there's shaking of the hips, it's okay. We're doing our best to minimize that rocking of the hips. Let's bend the right knee. Left heel presses towards the mat. And switch. Switch again. And one more time. Inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And exhale, let your heels sink. We inhale it to high plank. And we're going to alternate drawing one knee up towards that same elbow. Right knee, right elbow. Step it back. Left knee, left elbow. And step it back. You can be on your forearms or you can be up on your hands. You can be on your knees or you can be on your toes. Keeping that belly button drawn in. Keep lifting out of those shoulders one more time each side. Hold your plank and lift those hips to down dog. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press those chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And exhale, let your heels sink. Feel that length down the backs of the legs. Let's inhale it to high plank. And we're going to walk those feet in, hovering tabletop, knees just an inch off of the mat. Find your breath. Let's open up those feet just a little bit wider than hip width. Find your breath. Shift your weight to your right hand. Left fingertips tap that right shoulder. And breathe, just holding that bear position. And release. Shift your weight to your left hand. Right fingertips touch that left shoulder. Breathe. And release. Holding here. Walk those feet back into hip width apart. Step your left foot back. And then your right. Lift your hips to down dog. We inhale it to high plank. Exhale it to down dog. Reach your left hand back. Touch your right leg. And inhale it back to plank. Exhale, right hand to the left leg. And back to plank. Exhale to down dog. Reach it back. And back to plank. Exhale, right hand reaches back. And back to plank. One more time each side. Exhale to down dog. Inhale it to plank. Exhaling it to down dog. And inhale it to plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And sit it back to child's pose. Find your breath. Just relax for a moment. Breathing in and out. Taking a moment to thank your body. And let's slowly walk the hands up. Coming and turning sideways. And we're going to extend right leg straight out, extending those arms out to a T, releasing that right hand to the right leg, left arm reaches up and over for gate pose. Hips are gently pressing forward. Nice crescent shape all the way down that left side. Inhale it back up, arms open out to a T, releasing left hand down, right arm high. Rotating that right palm if you like, take it up and over. Now you can be up on those fingertips or you can come down on flat to your palm. It's just going to be a deeper stretch. So listen to your body. Core strong, we rise. Arms to a T. Once again, gate pose. Take it up and over. And once again, arms to a T. And release it down again, up onto those fingertips or to the palm of the hand. Let's lift that left leg or that right leg and flex the foot. 2 kicks forward, 2 kicks back. We're going to do our very best to keep that horizontal line and not dip down in the center. We're also going to do our very best to minimize the movement, the rocking of the upper body. So the upper body is still as best we can. Breathe. 3 more. Keeping that core strong and engaged. Find your breath. Coming back to center, point your toes. Let's take that leg up and down. Little lifts and lowers. And again, minimizing the rocking, the movement of the upper body. This is all just happening through the hip. Just the movement of the leg. Breathe. 3 more. Last one. Hold. Little circles. Doesn't matter which direction. Minimizing that rocking, that movement of the upper body. Can you get a smile on your face? 3. And switch directions. You feel that outer hip? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That leg getting heavy? Probably so. Hang in there. And flex your foot. Press through your heel. Get that leg just a little bit higher. And pull it back in. Reach those right fingertips as far as you can to the left. And press your hips to the right. Nicely done. Inhale, lift just slightly. Walk it through to center. Child's pose. Just take a moment. As you're ready, walk your hands up. Coming up to that kneeling position, big shoulder roll. Extend those arms out to a T, and let's take that left leg straight out to the side. Sole of the foot to the earth. We release that left hand down, right arm up and over. That feels so good all the way down the side of the body. Inhale, arms to a T. Releasing that right hand down, again up onto the fingertips or to the palm. Let's take that left arm up and over. Reach, reach, reach. I just want it to feel good for you. Inhale, reaching it all the way back up. Arms to a T. And releasing that left hand down, right arm up and over. Breathe. What's going on with you today? Be kind. Inhale it back to a T. And release it over. Right hand down and again onto the palm of the hand or the fingertips. Left arm extends to the sky. Let's lift that left leg and flex your foot. So we want to make sure that the wrist is right underneath that shoulder. The hip is right over the knee. And we do 2 kicks forward and 2 kicks back. Little to no movement in that upper body. We keep that leg as still as we can so we're not dipping down in center as that leg passes forward and back. We just do the best we can. This is a very challenging series of exercises, so listen to your body. Keep that core strong, best you can. Really engage. Lifting out of that right shoulder. Last 2. Breathe, last 1. And back to center. Point your toes, little lifts and lowers. Breathe. How's that belly? Draw it in. How's that shoulder? Lift out of it. Can you smile? Last 2. And back to center we go. Little circles. Doesn't matter which direction you go. They're little and we're managing how much we're moving through the rest of the body. This is just happening through that hip joint. Just the leg moving. 3, 2, and 1. Switch directions. Is that leg getting heavier? Probably so. You got this. And hold, flex your foot. Press through your heel. Oh my gosh, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, draw your knee in. Oh, nice work. Reaching those left fingertips out as far as you can, pressing your hips to the left, and relax the weight of your head. That's a doozy. Inhale, lift just slightly. Walk your hands back through center. Child's pose. And let's slowly bring it back up. Let's come over onto a hip, and we're going to extend our legs out. We're going to bring those legs slightly forward, and we're going to lift out of the shoulder. If by chance you are taking special care of your shoulder and that's not great for you, yes, you can come all the way down and just relax your head, the side of your head against your arm. So you decide what's right for you. Just make sure that you're not sinking in, that you're lifting. Breathe. That left hand is there, or your top arm, I should say, is just there for support. We're going to lift that top leg, and we're going to go 3 taps forward, 3 taps back. I want you to think hot coals on either side of your foot. And we go forward and back, 3 touch, tap, 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 tap. And all the while lifting through out of that shoulder, strong through the belly, keeping a limited movement in that upper body. Should start to feel a little warm fuzziness going on in that outer hip. Breathe. Lifting out of that shoulder. Last one. Good. And we're going to pull that knee in straight, extend it out in front, and circle it back. Pull it in, extend it out, and circle it back. In, out, and circle it back. Keeping those toes pointed, keeping lifted out of the shoulder. Should definitely be feeling that outer hip, keeping that core strong, and breathe. Top arm is there for support. So nice. Oh my goodness. And you're like, nice, what? Breathe. Last one. Awesome. Let's take that right, or that top leg forward, extend all the way down, and roll it open. Oh my goodness. Working to get that same shoulder as the leg that's bent on top to the mat. It may or may not come. I just want you to feel that great stretch in that outer hip that we just worked. Go ahead and roll back over when you're ready, and let's switch sides. Sweeping those feet around or rolling over, whatever feels the best to you. And again, you can be up on your forearm. You can come all the way down onto your side. I want you to be sure that you're lifting out of that supporting shoulder so we're not sinking down into it. Lift out of it. Feet are slightly forward. That top arm is in front of us just for a little support. Not leaning on it too much. We want to keep those hips as stacked as we can. 3 taps forward, 3 taps back. So we're minimizing any other movement going on in the body. This is just happening in the leg. We start to feel a warm fuzziness in that outer hip. Breathe. A smile on your face. You guys, what a gift to be able to move, to be able to do these motions. These are not easy. These add up quickly. So the fact that you are still here, I love it, and thank you. You might notice that one side you feel a little more coordinated than the other. That was my other side. So if you're a little bit slower on this side or a little more awkward, not quite so fluid, it's all good. Breathe. Keep a sense of humor. Always, always. We have 3 more. 2 more. Last one. You might notice that, hey, maybe I don't feel as much on one side. Pulling that top knee in, extend it out, circle it around. Pull it in, extend it out, and circle around. Just making that big circle. Breathe. Keep lifting out of that supporting shoulder. If you're up on the forearm, oh, you feel that? Yeah, it's just starting to bite me a little bit in a good way. Knowing that I'm working, keeping that core strong. Can you draw that belly button in? Minimizing the motion in that upper body as best you can. Breathe. Last 2. Pull it in, extend it out, circle it around. Beautiful. Last one. Nice. And let's pull that top knee forward, extending that arm, lower arm down, and roll it open. Oh, goodness. That beautiful stretch for that hip we just worked. Great release for that spine as we influence and gently add a little more flexibility. And slowly let's roll it over onto the back. If you need to adjust where you are on your mat, please feel free. Pulling one knee in towards your chest and then the other. Hands to your shins, just below those knees, and pull it in. Breathe. We lift through the upper body, a little tight ball, and let's rock side to side, just a little one. If you get too aggressive and you roll over onto your side, just come back. Just little rocks, side to side. Now you can opt to keep that upper body up just like this, or you can bring it back down, relaxing the weight of the head and the shoulders to the mat. We come back to center. We're going to extend the arms and the legs straight to the sky, and then come back to that tight little ball. Extend, and to that ball. Extend. Now you can stay like this, or if you like, you can start to create a little space between the hands and the legs. Hollowing out the tummy and chest, keeping the small of the back, pressing into the mat. You can take it out as long as you like. Just be mindful and be nice. Breathe. And again, if you need to bring your head down, bring your head down. Breathe one more time. Take it out and pull it in. Release the upper body down. Interlace your fingers, let your arms be heavy. Turn and take your gaze to the right and just relax the weight of your head. So by lifting that upper body as we do these exercises, it's working your neck. We want to make sure that we take a second to stretch out the neck and just let it relax. Bringing your gaze back to center and then out over that left shoulder. Slow, steady, deep breaths. We come back to center. Let's release those hands, pull those knees out and away from you just a bit, extending those arms to the sky. We want to press the small of the back into the earth. We're going to extend that left leg and the right arm back and bring it back to center, our dead bug. Right leg, left arm, and bring it back to center. Extend and bring it back to your dead bug. Extend. So again, this is another one. That leg can go straight up to the sky. You can just work your legs. We really want to be mindful that we keep the small of the back down. So a little pelvic tilt is just going to activate the muscles through that lower your lower abdominal region. And breathe. So we're working our transverse and our rectus abdominis. We're working those hip flexors, your quads, flexibility and mobility through the hips and the shoulders. Good, let's do one more each side. Holding here, breathe. And we're going to open those knees, bringing the soles of the feet together. We're going to slowly lower the outer edge of the foot towards the earth and then lift it back up. So your job is to keep the back from arching and pulling off the mat. So if that means it's a smaller range of motion, make that so. Again, that little pelvic tilt, keeping that belly button drawn in. If you need to place your hands underneath your hips, that's okay. I want you to really focus on that pelvic tilt though. Okay, by placing those hands underneath your hips, you're kind of replacing that pelvic tilt. which means your body's not working quite so hard. I'd rather have you do a little more, less range of motion and a little more work through that pelvic floor. One more time. You feel that in the inner thighs? Heck yeah. And close those knees. Pull it in. Find your breath. Bring the hands behind your thighs. Let's rock it up. Safely come up to a seated position. And we bring it back to our boat pose. Chest is lifted. Hands are supporting behind the thighs, or those arms are extended. Let's pull those hands into heart center. If they're supporting behind your thighs, leave them there. As you extend your legs, extend your arms and pull it back into heart center. Extend to a V with the legs and then back to heart center. Extend and bring it back. Extend and bring it back. 2 more times. Extend and bring it back. Extend and bring it back. Bring your hands behind you and come down onto your forearms. We lift through the chest, pulling those knees in towards the chest. Extending right leg out, sweep it across the floor, lift it high and bend it in. Left leg, toes sweep across and lift high and bend it in. Keep that chest lifted. Sweep that right leg out, flex your foot and bring it back in. So you can do the toes pointed all the time, or as you extend, flex and lift. And back to center. Sweep that right leg out, flex, lift, and back to center. One more time with the left. Sweep it out, flex, and lift. Now you can stay working with those independent or both legs. Sweep it out, flex your feet, and lift, and bend. Sweep it out, flex your feet, lift, and bend. Keep that chest lifted. Sweep those toes out, flex and lift and back to that little tuck. 2 more times. Sweep it out, flex, lift and tuck. Actually 2 more times here. Sweep it out, flex and lift and bring it back. 1 more time. Sweep it out, lift, bring it back. Go ahead and press yourself back up. Open those knees. Oh, and butterfly. That feels fantastic. And breathe. Nice big deep breaths. Starting at your tailbone, ever so slowly, roll yourself up and sit up nice and tall. That feels pretty good. Turn and extend those legs out long. So as wide as feels right to you, and we're going to flex those feet, extending those arms out to a T. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, pull that left elbow back 3 times. Little release in between each pulse, and then come back to center. Right elbow reaches back, back, back to center. Left elbow. We get deeper rotation with each twist, and come back to center. 3, 2, 1, and back to center. Keep that spine tall. Breathe, and back to center. Rotate, rotate, and back to center. 2 more times each side, and back to center. Reach, 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 and back to center. 1 more time each side. Breathe. Smile. And back to center, and release those arms down by your sides. Point those toes. And flex, sit up nice and tall. You can rest your hands wherever you wish and point. And flex. And point. And flex. Keep those feet flexed, reach to the sky. Turn towards that right leg, hinge it forward, reach it out. We're going to place the center of the tummy and chest onto that right leg, nose towards your knee. Big, full, deep breaths. Inhale, lift just slightly, turn towards center, back of that right shoulder along the inside of your leg, palm side up, slide your hand underneath your calf, along the outside of your foot, or along the sole of your foot. That left arm reaching up and over, rolling that left shoulder back, gazing up towards the sky, and feel that amazing stretch all the way down the ribs and through the waist into that lower back on that left side, and all the way down the backs of the legs. That lateral flexion, so good for the spine. Rotations, flexion and extension, we want to get it all. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up, and as you exhale, turn towards that left leg, hinge it forward, reach it out. Work to place the center of your tummy and chest onto that left leg, nose towards your knee. And just notice how it feels on this side, a little different than the other side. Inhale, lift just slightly, turn towards center, back of that left shoulder along the inside of the left leg, palm side up, slide it underneath your leg, or take a hold of the sole of the foot. Right arm circles up and over. Rolling that right shoulder back, turning your gaze up towards the sky. Find that breath. Slow it down. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up, and exhale, release your arms down by your sides. Let's rock back just enough to sweep that leg around and come towards the top of our mat. Extending the legs out long, flex your feet, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, open those arms out to a T, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, cross left hand to the back of the right foot, or the outside of your foot, and rotate to a diagonal line. Breathe, reaching from fingertips to fingertips, opening up that chest, lengthening through the arms, circling that left arm up and over. Right arm up and over, palms touch, reach it out, one hand on either side of your feet, and sit up nice and tall. Open those arms back out to a T, take a big breath in, and as you exhale, cross that left or right arm to the outside of your left foot, rotate your body and extend. Left arm in a diagonal line, pressing against the outside edge of your foot, really working to get that rotation through the spine, reaching and lengthening through the arms. Breathe. Circling that left arm up and over, bringing the palms to touch. We inhale, one hand on either side of your feet, reach it out, sit up nice and tall. And once again, rock back to boat. We're going to have the hands to the shins, just below the knees. Pull your knees in nice and tight. Sit up tall. And find your breath. We're going to do 5, rolling like a ball. Making sure you've got plenty of room back there behind you on the mat. Roll it back. And come up. Before those toes touch, stop. Rock it back. And rock it up. Rock it back. And rock it up. Beautiful. 2 more times. Breathe. Once more. Hold. Find your breath. Place those feet to the mat. Extend those arms out nice and long. Slowly roll it back. Extend the arms overhead. Sweep it around. Lift that left leg. And step it back. Reach it back. Sweep it up, right leg. Sweep it back, foot down. And left leg. And sweep it down. And right. And back we go. One more time, each side. Left. And right. And bring it back down, pulling those knees in one at a time. Hands to the shins. Pull it in. Breathe. Bringing the hands behind your thighs. One more time. Rock it up. We're going to bring those feet to the mat. We're going to cross that right leg up and over the left, and we're going to wrap our foot around the back of the calf best you can. If it doesn't wrap, just tuck it as tightly against that left leg as you can. We're going to bring it back to our boat pose, crossing that right arm underneath the left, bringing the palms to touch for our eagle arms. We're going to squeeze it in, and we're going to open it up. This is not a big movement. Squeeze it in and open it up. Squeeze and open. Squeeze and open. Almost there. Squeeze and open. Squeeze and open. 2 more times. Squeeze and open. Squeeze and open. And sit up nice and tall. Nice little stretch. Open those feet. Hands to the tops of the feet and round it over. So we just had that right leg on top and the right leg under. So we're going to switch as soon as we roll it up. Sitting up nice and tall, bringing those feet together, crossing that left leg up and over the right. And again, wrapping that foot, or just tuck it as tightly against your calf as you can. We rock it back. Left arm underneath the right, and we bring those palms to touch. Eagle arms. We squeeze it in, and we open it up. Squeeze and open. Keeping that belly button drawn in, just squeeze and open. Breathe. You can tap your toes. You don't have to. You can keep those feet down if you need to. You can just hold this eagle boat. Find your breath. Almost there. Last one. And open. Release. Feet wide, hands to the tops of the feet, and round it over. Little tuck of your chin. And roll it up 1 vertebra at a time. Let's crisscross those legs. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward. Release your hands and relax the weight of your head. Find your breath. Noticing what leg is in front. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. And release those arms down by your sides. Let's switch, having the other leg in front. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Release your hands and relax the weight of your upper body down. A little different sensation for the hips, for the lower back. As we work out, regardless of what activity you are doing, we are working to improve the imbalances that just naturally happen within our bodies. We are always stronger on one side than the other. We prefer balance, one side versus the other, coordination. So we're just doing our best to improve those imbalances, noticing them, acknowledging them, but not judging them. Circling those hands back by your hips, big circle of those arms up and overhead, and gently release your arms down by your sides. We rock it back once again, and we're just going to ever so slowly bring ourselves down all the way onto our mat. Pulling those knees gently in, placing your feet to the mat. Crossing your right leg up and over the left. Right arm extends out to a T. Left hand to the top of the right knee, and just gently guide both knees to the left. And turn and take your gaze out over that right arm. Our supine spinal twist. Close your eyes and breathe. Take a moment. Huge gratitude to that beautiful body of yours and all that hard work you just did. Releasing that left hand, rolling back to center. We place that right foot to the mat, left leg crosses all the way up and over, left arm extends out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and gently guide your leg, both legs to the right. Turning and taking your gaze out over that left arm. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. I hope you guys felt challenged. I hope that was fun. I hope you learned something about yourself. I hope you have a deeper appreciation for that beautiful body of yours and that gift of movement. Oh my gosh, what a gift it is. Never take it for granted. Releasing that right hand, rolling back to center, pulling your knees back in. We're going to do 3 more rolling like a ball. Pull those knees in, rock it up. Again, back we go, and up we come. One more time, back we go, and up we come. Crisscross those legs. Sit up nice and tall, give those shoulders a big roll up and back, and let those shoulders slide down and away. Take a moment. Relax your hands. Feel the length in your spine, the strength in your body, the ease of your breath. I send you off today on your journey. A beautiful day, full of adventure, full of fun, hopefully full of laughter and people you love. Let's gently open those eyes. Take a big breath in, reach to the sky. And exhale, pull your hands to heart center. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Take care of yourselves. As always, light, love, all the best wishes in the world for a safe and happy life. Until the next time, namaste.